So here's the last video I'm going to make for this section, and then you have tomorrow and the next 4-day weekend. Tomorrow is your makeup day, and then 4-day weekend because of the holiday. Without any work, so you're gonna probably forget some of this. We'll maybe do a little bit of review, but I doubt it. We'll move on. Too much work with arcs. Anyway, we have the formula here, and I want to point out one piece of the formula. There are two ways to find circumference. One, if you're given the radius, it's 2 times the radius times pi, and one if you're given the diameter, and this is the instance where you're actually given the diameter. Number 16 gives you the diameter. So this is number 16, and it says find the measure of the length of MN if the diameter is 3 yards. So now we're looking for MN. Well, I don't know the length of this arc in terms of degrees, but I do know that this is a diameter. It doesn't label it as a diameter, and it should have labeled it as a diameter, but this is a diameter. And so 100 plus what gives me 180. Now I know that's 80 degrees. If you wanted to fill this one in, this would be 70 degrees, and that's just adding 60 and 50 and needing 70 more. So now that we know that it's 80 degrees, we can fill in our formula, but I want to show you how I changed it and filled in the formula using pi times diameter, because why cut it in half and then multiply it by 2? It doesn't make any sense. Why go backward and then go forward? And doesn't make any sense. So if you know that pi times diameter is the same thing as 2 pi r, then great. You put in your diameter here in yards. So the degree measure of the arc divided by 360 degrees. Then you have pi times the diameter. And that's the thing I usually figure first. So on my calculator, I multiplied 3 times pi, and I got 9.42. And now I'm going to just multiply it just like our fractions, our numerators and then our denominators. And what I came up with was 753.6 divided by 360. And I came up with 2.09 yards. And again, I'm going to say this is less than 90 degrees. So I need this number to be less than 1/4 of that whole 9.42. And let's say it's 10, as we'll generalize, and we'll round up, and we'll say it's maybe 10 yards all the way around. Well, if it's 10 yards all the way around and 80 is less than a quarter of the way is 2.5. So this is really, really a fine measurement. We've found something that seems reasonable. And if it seems reasonable, go ahead and leave it. And you should be good to go. And that's really all there is to know about using this. You either use the diameter or you use the radius. That was the difference in this one. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to see, number 18 uses the diameter, and other than that, everything else uses a radius. Okay, so you should be able to tackle the rest of this. Have a great weekend. Have a nice holiday weekend. And as always, stay safe.